Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Today we have an exciting matchup between two teams looking to perform on a big stage. It's the Jets going up against the Giants.
Thank you, Larry. Coming to you from just off the New Jersey Turnpike in East Rutherford, we are just about set for football on EA Sports from MetLife Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Between the New York Jets and their inner-city rivals, the New York Giants. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
Hurry up, here we go.
To throw on second down, here's Webb. Buying time to his left. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out. And now a first down following that long gain.
Here we go now.
Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. And some room to roam now. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, if for no other reason than to tamp down the pass rush. They can't let them just tee off and get to their quarterback.
Green 39! Green 39!
Over! On second down, Webb. Flushed out right. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
To throw on 3rd down. Webb. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. And the first 3 points of the night belong to our home team as they get the field goal on the game's initial drive.
A good, solid drive. It didn't wind up in the end zone, but that's okay. You've got something positive on the board, and you got the early lead.
They go play action here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys? Coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night, guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
To throw on second down, Lambert. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jay Bromley, he's the one to get him, and that's sack. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Throwing on third and long. Lambert. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Taken from just outside the 30. Slips past him.
Where'd he go?
And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard at the 41-yard line. On first down, it's Webb. He's going to loft one deep left side, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track stripes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Looking to throw on second down. Lambert. That's caught right side by Anderson. And he'll be knocked down sideways around the 37. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Here we go. Green, 39.
From the gun, Lambert. Over the middle, complete. That's Houston. That throw good for 4. It's second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. first quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Back to throw. Lambert. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Here we go. 36. All right, now, look at 56. Watch it now, Barney. No. Check. Good. Here we go now. All right, now, look at 56.
Now a first down throw. Webb eluding the pressure right. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Webb. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now let's go. Watch that Philly. Here we go.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Webb now. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll go blind. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. To throw on second down. Webb. Throwing right, and that's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And a give this time to the tailback. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So now a 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. As they run the counter play. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that's going to make it 4th down. And Gold is able to put it through, and that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. New York set to take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Throwing again. Lambert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Houston. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Off-play action. Lambert. He's going to look deep down the field. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. And that'll make it 13-7. Now the punter, who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Super toe. Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Webb. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
On 1st and 10, Lambert. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Landon Collins. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Let's go! 319! 319!
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On 1st and 10, Webb. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, here we go. Back down to that Philly. Here we go.
Webb now from the gun. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Here's Webb being chased out left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Off the bootleg. Webb escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a 1st.
Well, the pressure just couldn't get to him that time. They forced him out to his right, but he held his poise, surveyed the field, didn't find anything he liked, and then took off and picked up a nice gain.
Throwing on 1st down. Webb. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Let's go!
To throw on 2nd down. Webb under pressure again, and down he goes again. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this time out. What will Webb try to do here after the sack as he brings his guys up 3rd and long? Out of the gun, it's Webb. And Ingram holds it in. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Ingram with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Houston. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Webb. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That catch good for 5. Timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Giants on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go. Blue line it. Gone. Here we go now. Blue line it. Detroit. Hurry up. Here we go.
To throw, Webb. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Check. Set. Blue line now. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now, before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Set. 3-19.
To throw on 2nd down. Webb. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Let's go. Green 39.
Now Webb. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Leonard Williams. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Brad Wing now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. So possession goes over here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Final shot before break. Lambert flush to his right. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night, as we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And he is knocked down from the side. And now out come the Jets. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this you're going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Time running out here on the play clock. Now a handoff here to his running back. And now running right through him. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. And now here's a carry heading left. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go! Good, good! Good, good!
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Looking to throw on second down. Lambert. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. Third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Off the play fake. Lambert. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 42. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. All right, Charles is a... Former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it, but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because you know the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him.
Second down now after the incompletion.
Here we go now. 3,
To throw again. Webb. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Fresh set of downs here.
Detroit! No. Check. Patriot! Detroit! Detroit!
Now they try the right side here. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Play action, it's Webb. They'll roll him out right. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
On third down, Webb. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's fourth down.
Well, that was excellent coverage right there. And he definitely did the right thing, showing that discretion is definitely the better part of valor. Threw it away, preserved the opportunity to kick for a field goal.
And excellent coverage. And right now the human is controlling the defense, so good job, human. So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession. And so far, they've done a nice job of that.
This will be fielded at the 6. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. New York set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 3 yards to go here on second down.
Now let's go. Green, 39. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney.
Off play action. Lambert. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. He was looking for Ardarius Stewart there. And it's 3rd and short.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. From the gun on 3rd down, Lambert. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got it.
Throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
On 1st down, Webb forced out to his left. It's caught. Spaeth. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 36. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8.
Feels right, feels right. Here we go now. Back in Philly. Here we go.
Operating from the gun, Webb. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 1st and 10, Webb trying to lay one up deep. A swing pass caught. A big play there for the Giants. 48 yards. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
2nd and goal. They still need 8 yards to find the end zone. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a third one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. This just a 24-yard attempt. And Gold is able to put it through. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Throwing to start the drive. Lambert. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But
and now here is another interception. Picked off near the 32. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Watch it now, Marty. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set. Green, 30.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. They're going to try and throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 44. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Off the play fake. Lambert. He sets to fire deep. And now here is another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And some room to maneuver. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. They run the counter now on 1st down. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Now a handoff here to his running back. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now a handoff looking right. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The punter wing is on as he sends this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there from the Jets. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. To throw on 2nd down. Lambert. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there. And in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Off play action. Lambert. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for New York. And he fields it cleanly. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Going to give this time to the tailback. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice slope.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets.
Well, maybe it hasn't exactly been a Rembrandt, but they've been mistake-free to this point and finally cough it up. I don't think it's going to cost them the game. They should be fine. But, boy, they're going to hate that, going back and watching tape and being able to say we were that close to achieving our goal of 0 turnovers during the game.
A little blemish, but as you say, still comfortably in command. Following the fumble recovery, Lambert. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Looking to throw on second down. Lambert. And some space here. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Now, that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelmed. Because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came free and made the hit in the backfield.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
This drive started with 1st and goal.